indeed. Hello guys and welcome to another edition of Rage Against the Dice. We are social distancingly unboxing, which is a mouthful. Today we've got a fair old stack of pretty D&D based models, and they're all Nate, so I've got Nate here to show them off.
Hello.
There's Nate, mainly because he can pronounce them better than I can, as is notable from previous videos. See, he's got this. So yeah, is this a full wave or just?
This is just stuff that I ordered from Wave 12. I'm not allowed to get the full wave on account that I don't want to be divorced.
That is a fair point. We can only hide so much from the partner.
Yeah.
Especially because yours is a fully blown ninja.
Yeah, and she's a wily one.
That she is. So, in which order would you like to do this? Do you want to start smaller stuff and move into big, or do you want to start big stuff and then get bored before the end?
Being vertically challenged as yourself, I think we should start with the small stuff because they're the most important and the best ones.
Of course. So we'll zoom down, and the first one we have here.
We've got Goblins. Goblins. That's it.
We got it. Goblins.
So we got goblins and a goblin boss. Most of these are the same as like a lot of the blisters. You're looking about £6 pounds.
Yeah.
For that. So when you get 3 guys, which let's crack them open.
I like that because when I bought I think it was the gnomes. Mm-hmm. You only got 2 gnomes in that as opposed to 3. It might have been cheaper though. Actually, I don't know. I bought them in a bundle of other stuff.
So I always keep that because it's just handy. So we've got 2 goblins and the boss.
They look virtually non-existent inside your giant ham hands.
They do.
The gorgeous sculpts, though. One thing that I have noticed about these, obviously, that... Oh, there you go, giant hands to the rescue. The sculpting is getting better each wave.
Yes.
The first couple of waves, there was a few lousy sculpts in there, I'm not going to lie. I mean, most were still good.
Yeah, that's got nice crisp detail on it. Mold lines are getting much better as well, because, I mean, there's a little bit between his legs there, but not too bad. He's pretty much spot on out of the packet, I'd say. Yeah.
And I mean, these are the ones that are already primed, aren't they?
Yeah.
Do you prime them anyway? I have been.
I re-prime because I'll clean them up. And then
it'll take a lot of the
primer off. And I prefer just a little bit a grayer primer.
Yes.
Plus the grey primer, because a lot of these guys, with them being role-playing and stuff, I'm using a lot of contrast on them.
Yes.
Because it makes life easier. And as you've seen, I've gotten through swathes of models.
You have actually. You've painted up essentially a full town at this stage.
I'm working
which you're also 3D printing.
Yep.
A full town, I mean, not the miniatures.
No, I'm 3D printing a whole full town. So we've got a Kobold Inventor, Dragon Shield, and Sorcerer. Because who doesn't love kobolds?
Indeed.
So let's have a look at the sculpts of these guys. Now what I can see on these is what some people care about, but not me, is transparent parts. I can't say real words. Right, so we've got an inventor who has all sorts of crazy shenanigans in a basket. And what you get, that's actually really cool. That's some kobolds quite famous for. That's a scorpion sting on a stick.
Nice.
Because they invent stuff, just not very technologically. Here's a dragon shield, which is, a kobold with a shield. And sorcerer with his fake wings.
That is cool, actually.
And he's casting like a fireball type affair. He's got fake wings. So cute.
Yeah, I find one of the things really annoying about a lot of these miniatures is the see-through plastic bit.
The primer sorts those out.
Yes, it does. Or in many cases, if it's like lightning bolts and stuff coming off a wand, I just don't.
My main complaint with a lot of these is because they come pre-assembled.
Yes.
Is things like the mayor with his coat. That made my soul die a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm tearing this apart before even going into it. So we've got the Drow Mage and the Drow Priestess.
And there's a perfect example of the kind of bits I would just cut off.
Yeah.
I mean, I might paint it separately and then glue it back on. Who knows?
Sometimes the clear parts come off separate. I've just done that all wrong. And this is not just the instance. So we have a Drow Sorcerer.
That is really cool.
I like that it's quite static pose.
Yes.
You know, he's got ponytail, which as we know is the best hairstyle.
I think the whole shiny egg look is in this, yeah.
Well, you've got one of the two with the Rona, so.
That is true, that is true.
And we've got the Drow Priestess with her Lash of Nastiness.
And a gorgeous sculpt.
That is lovely. Nice open area, so get your shading on.
I actually find, obviously, with the price of these models, because they're not overly expensive,
No.
and then the actual look of them, it's got to be damaging some of the larger metal miniature makers. Because you can pick up like one wizard from one of the many companies that have been making them for years, a metal model for like 10 quid maybe, or you can pick up two for 6.
Yeah.
And usually they're a much better sculpt. That's not to say that I don't support the smaller guy, but sometimes value for money is important.
Yeah, especially I find for, as you probably can see from this, most of the stuff we got here are baddies.
Yes.
I'm a lifetime DM, so I want to be able to populate my battlefield.
Yes, of course.
For things. But I also think that this is a Grick and a Grick Alpha. Ha!
Nah.
I think and this is maybe me typecasting, but with a lot of role players, they're not always miniature painters as well.
Yes.
So they're not after super high quality, mega crisp resin of madness. They want this 6 colors and done. So Grick and a Grick Alpha, it's like a Grick but bigger.
No.
Which reminds me, I still need to watch the Dune trailer. Yeah. My kids playing D&D actually missed one of these because it was at the ceiling and it was meant to come down and ambush them.
Yeah.
But they snuck through and it totally didn't notice them because it just flubbed in noticing them.
Look at your kids power gaming through.
Yeah. They also missed the owlbear and the same thing. So here we have the 2 new hags. Well, they're not new, but the latest hags.
Yes.
We've got a sea hag and a beer hag. Beer hag.
David Hag.
Yeah. David Baddiel hag.
Oh, he was a thing.
Yeah. So again, they always have like a color. Oh, that's your finger, not mine. They always have a color render on the back.
Yes.
Which is handy, because with some of the older sculpts, as we said, they weren't always the best. And
This is true.
You could be like, what's that meant to be?
Yeah. And then you look online like, oh, I'll see if I can find them from the many shops you can buy them from, and they all just have the grey. Yeah.
So, 2 hags, which are to scale, because one's meant to be massive, one's quite small. But yeah. Nice little details on there.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Yeah, that's not going to be too bad to paint because that's going to need a quick boil to get that so it's not underneath. But meh. We've had worse.
Indeed.
I do love it when you see I'm gonna sound really horrid, but the kids complaining, this is wonky. You go, oh please.
Yeah.
Please, you can tell what it is. I've filed things out of lead before.
Did you ever see Sparks' Batgirl from Night Models?
Oh, the one he carved by hand. Yeah,
it's basically 2 lumps of metal, and the only way you could tell which was the bottom half and the top was one had the base tab. Oh.
So we have Orc Adventurers, because playing an Orc's a thing now. Not just half Orcs, full on Orcs of Orkiness.
So, because Orcs are people too.
And with the new book coming out, they've got much more non-racist sort of kind of what do you call them? Ability modifiers.
Yes.
So and
I
you
mean, not being racist is good.
yeah. So, but I've also got these because they're gonna make good orcs if if I need more orcs to attack my party.
Because orcs are diverse enough to be good or bad.
Mm-hmm. And that's a good orc, I'd say.
That axe. That's just a beautiful, beautiful axe.
Look at the shoulder pads. Like the bone shoulder pads, they're really cool. And they may have teeth. I like him. And we have an orc magic user. Shaman, perhaps.
I would guess a shaman. It's got a shaman look about it.
Or druid. Who knows? Or just somebody who's it's actually a rogue who's accidentally set themselves on fire.
That could be confetti. Or streamers. He could be setting up Christmas decorations.
Like Rip Taylor.
Yes.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Orc Rip Taylor.
That's the future.
Hashtag Orc Rip Taylor. Right, where are we going?
Let's go least awesome to best awesome.
You'd be big me choose, aren't you?
Yes.
Right. Well, I know you like the hook horror, so we're gonna.
Hook horror.
So, I've got a Raging Troll with absolutely legit come at me bro pose.
That is the only way to describe that.
So we're getting into bigger models now. And one thing that's nice about this the plastics are the kind of plastic that they use is you get pretty big models. I mean that nearly is as big as my hand.
So I'd need 2 hands to hold it at least.
But as you see it compared to something that's kind of people sized, it's could be a difference, but not prohibitively expensive. I think this blister costs the same as these ones.
They are very similar pricing scales. It just tends to be the amount of models you get, which is good. Obviously, the dragons are more expensive because dragons.
Even those are usually less than 15 quid.
Right,
hook horror. Yay! This is Kev's favourite.
I mean, partly from a D&D perspective, but also just that model is awesome.
Yeah. Nice texture on that. That'll take a wash, lovely.
That will as well.
Yeah, he's very cool. Oh, and those are nice details, if you get in there, he's got these body spikes that are coming out, and they've been good. They haven't just kind of sculpted them on the side. They do.
Yeah, they're actually coming from him.
I don't know if they've been glued on or whether it's actually just single piece sculpt, but again,
it's not bad because these will be 3D sculpted as well, won't they? They won't. Yeah. They're a digital sculpting. That's what I was thinking of.
Right, and we've got the new Griffin. Because the old Griffin was one of those popular models that Wizkids have done.
Yeah.
So they decided, you know what we should do? More Griffins.
That makes sense.
So we've got
Isn't this Games Workshop's model, and this is why all we get is Primaris? Are we just eventually only going to get Wizkids Griffins?
Possibly.
Different kinds of Griffins.
And when D&D rebrands as G&G, Griffins and Griffins.
Yeah. I'd still play it.
D and MG Griffins and more Griffins. Now this one you can see Wizkids with the being toy manufacturers for so many years. It's actually fastened in with those things that you have to bite off.
Oh, amazing, and also rather frustrating. I do think it's quite impressive though that men in our later years can still bite those off.
And yay! We have a Griffin.
It's a nice Griffin.
It is.
I mean, it's got some gaps, but a lot of the bigger models do.
Yeah, so I've been using Vallejo plastic putty for that. And you just old crappy brush it in against the grain, filled,
I still use the liquid green stuff. I still think it's one of Games Workshop best inventions. I mean, it was invented because they made Finecast.
It's the exact same stuff.
Yeah.
But it's the Vallejo one's white rather than it hasn't got the green dye in it.
Yeah.
And you can paint straight over the top of it.
Oh, that is good, actually.
Because I found out all it is it's acrylic plastic with kind of shredded acrylic paint with shredded plastic in it. So when you paint it on, it's just got more body.
Yeah. Oh, fair play.
So
sometimes I'm lazy and I will just put super glue and then spray an activator on it though. But nothing like a Griffin where it's got detail.
Yeah, so that's 5 minutes work to get that cleaned up.
Yeah.
And more it's gonna be a case of it's gonna be a case of I'm gonna have to mask that off because I will reprime it.
Yeah.
But hey ho. That's it. That's what I thought I could get away with buying.
It's true, unless
I do still want the Bone Naga and the Gnolls, because they're cool. And but yeah, that's it. That's it for my Wave 12 shenanigans. I do have something else pre-ordered, but it's not been released over in the UK yet.
Is it dragon based?
It may be dragon based.
Is it black?
It's not. It's the white one. The black one's not out till December.
Ah, because that black one is gorgeous.
Oh yes.
There will definitely be unboxing videos.
Oh yes.
I actually think you could probably get away with a paint with Nate on that Griffin.
You reckon I'll do a paint with Nate?
I think so.
Well, if people want to see that, I think they should leave a like and a comment in the below.
They should, yeah. Because we haven't put up many videos recently. We've actually filmed a lot more than we've uploaded. That's on me. My bad.
Well, we've had busy lives, and no
this
one's
is
blaming you for
true.
that, man.
Weirdly, lockdown made me busier. I mean, mainly just painting, if I'm going to be honest. We got a lot painted over that lockdown period.
We did. I have literally before these, I had literally 4 D&D models left to paint, and those are all Gnolls.
Nice. But yeah, it's a really good haul as always. I think the sculpts, as we said before, are getting better and better with each wave. What wave are they actually on now?
12.
Is it wave 12? So this
Wave
is.
12.
I didn't know if wave 13.
They haven't announced the official Wave 13, I don't think, but they have announced some stuff that's coming out, like an Ankeg and a few other bits and pieces, but there's been not a proper line announced yet.
Do you think they'll skip 13 and go straight to 14? Or do you think they'll
roll
the die on the unlucky?
I think in this secular age of ours, they're gonna rock it and put a 13 in there.
Good, I like it. 13 gets a lot of abuse, and it shouldn't.
I mean, I think they'll probably try to hold off till 2021 because are you gonna risk a 13 in 2020?
No, I barely risk getting out of bed in 2020. It's the safest way. Set up a little paint station. I just feed the kids on a stick now. It's brilliant. It works really well.
Thanks for letting me into your bedroom to film this.
That's okay, dude. It's getting out that's going to be the problem for you. Well, it won't because you're a ninja, but my traps will keep you busy for a good 15 minutes.
I like it. I like it here. It's warm.
It is warm. Anyway, guys, leave a like, leave a comment. If this is the first time checking out our channel, gosh darn it, where have you been? Go check out Paint with Nate. It's where Nate takes some really, really pretty models from varying manufacturers and paints them up. We've also got a Necromunda campaign about to start. Well, it was about to start. We're now going into a mini lockdown, so it's going to be postponed probably at least 2 weeks.
Yep.
Just wear your damn masks. It's not hard. Worst case scenario, it's all a lie and you look a bit silly because you wore a mask. Best case scenario, you stop yourself killing people.
Mm-hmm. And looking like a ninja doing it.
And looking like a ninja doing it. That's our advice. Wear your mask, look like a ninja. Pray, dice gods, hope smile upon you. Take care. Say goodbye, Nate.
Bye.
Bye.